I always wanted to build a lean, muscular, and attractive physique. And growing up as a teenager, I always struggled with eating junk food and playing video games. I was a skinny fat guy who used to play video games in his bedroom whilst eating junk food. And when I was in my high school, my classmates used to bully me because I was the skinny little brown guy in the whole class. But being different from others didn't change my ambitions. I started going to the gym in the last year of my high school and I started lifting weights in 2018. And after few months of consistent training, I didn't see much of a results in my body. I have gained some muscles, but I wasn't looking attractive. And when I finished my high school in the pandemic, there was no access to the gym, but that didn't stop me from achieving what I wanted to achieve. So that's why I started doing push-ups in my bedroom. I started doing 100, 200, 500 push-ups in a day. And then I realized that I have made so much progress in my journey. I have went from a skinny little video game addicted guy to a guy who is doing push-ups in his bedroom. And after a few years of inconsistent training, I went back to the gym. But this time, I have gained so much knowledge about fitness and about nutrition and everything because I've bought so many courses about fitness and nutrition, and also I've learned so many things about building an aesthetic physique. So this time I have implemented all the things that I've learned in my previous journey about the nutrition and about the training and everything, and I have focused only on physical attractiveness and on the muscle groups that make me more attractive and aesthetic. And after 1.5 years of consistent training, I have achieved an attractive looking aesthetic physique. And now I became more confident. I have gained back respect from my family and my friends, and also I get attention and attraction from the girls. And now I want to provide you with my aesthetic physique formula, which you can follow step by step so that you can also achieve an attractive looking aesthetic physique. So first let's talk about the workout routine and the muscle groups that you have to follow to build an attractive looking aesthetic physique. When I was going to the gym for a few years ago, I was doing bro split and my workout plans are so complex. I was doing so many fancy exercises about different muscle groups, but I wasn't seeing much of a results in my physique. I wasn't looking attractive at all. I was like autistic guy who knows all the things about human body and human muscles and everything. I was like researching about this muscle and everything, like what I can do for this muscle specifically, like different exercise. But now I've realized that all of that were trash. All of that was not necessary at all. You just need a few exercises which focuses on some aesthetic muscle groups. And I realized that it's not the exercise that I have to focus on, it's the aesthetic muscles that I have to focus on. And I've realized that I have to focus on some few muscle groups, which is your neck, your upper chest, your upper traps, your lateral delts, lats, and your abs. I just have to focus on these 6 muscle groups, which is gonna make me an attractive physique. And I was like geeking out here and there, and I was like learning about this exercise, but I wasn't even progressive overloading in my exercises. I was just lifting the same weights again and again, and I wasn't even training till failure. So that's another rule that I want to give you here, is that whatever muscle group that I want to grow more, train till failure. Just totally burn out that muscle in just a few sets, in only like one exercise or maybe two exercises. And also focus on the progressive overload by increasing the weights that you're lifting weekly, and maybe progressively overloading by increasing the rep range that you're doing. And if you're interested in building an aesthetic physique and becoming more attractive faster, just check out the first link in the description. That's my aesthetic body course, which is gonna help you build an aesthetic physique faster and becoming more attractive. Just go right now and click on the top link in the description. So now let's talk about the diet that I followed that helped me build more muscle mass and build me an aesthetic physique. So I remember when I was a beginner, I didn't really know about the diet and about the protein and everything. I was just going to the gym and I was eating whatever my mom cooks for me. So I met a guy in the gym who's like a big guy, like dad bod kind of guy, and he was giving me advice that you should eat more sugar and sugar syrups to get more weight instantly. And I listened to his advice and I started eating like sugar syrups. Like there is a dish in my city like which is jalebi, and I started eating that every single day, almost like 100 200 grams every single day. After a month I got skinny fat physique. I got fat in my belly for the first time in my life, and I was very dissatisfied and I was very frustrated because I was listening to some motherfuckers in my gym who's not even showing his physique, who's like packing all his like tracksuit and everything, who's like looking like a big guy but he's not actually attractive at all. So that's when I learned the lesson that you should not get advice from a random motherfucker in the gym. You should get advice from some credible people who has achieved the dream physique that you wanted to achieve. So I wanna also give you the lesson here is just stop eating shit foods. Just stop eating processed food, all the shit carbohydrates and everything, because those are the foods which is stopping you from getting shredded and getting to less than 10% body fat. And you should only focus on some few ingredients like the single ingredient foods which is coming from natural foods. Like you should not eat some packaged food, that's not good for you. There are hundreds of ingredients behind that, and like artificial flavoring, like weird chemical structure and everything, that's not actually good for you. So you should only focus on some single ingredient foods, and the single ingredient foods are like meat and steak and eggs or chicken or rice or vegetables or maybe fruit or honey or dairy products or something. That's all you need to build more muscle mass and get shredded. And you don't even need like whey protein and some artificial whey proteins. You can have enough protein from these foods, and these foods actually can help you to not only build a really nice physique but also keep you healthy. And if you're a skinny guy right now, you should also focus on calorie surplus. You should eat more calories than usually you are eating in a day. For example, if your daily calorie intake is like 2000, you should increase that by 200 or 300, and you have to keep adding those calories like 200-300 calories to bulk up faster. And you have to also focus on the protein. Like you already know that muscle is made up of protein, and our body needs protein to increase the muscles in our body. And the simple formula for that is you have to eat 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. For example, if I am 150 pounds right now, I need to get 150 grams of protein in a day. So now we have covered the training, the aesthetic muscle groups, and also the diet plans. We're gonna talk about the mindset that you need to stay on this path and get the results. When I started my fitness journey, my only purpose was to build an attractive physique and get some attention from girls and from people, because I was a skinny little guy and nobody really cared about me. So I went to the gym for a few months, but I became very inconsistent after that. I was going to the gym for 2 weeks and not going to the gym for straight 10 days. I was very inconsistent, and that's why I was not seeing any results. And if I was consistent before, I could have achieved that physique way faster than the period of 6 years. I could have achieved this physique in only 3 years, in the half of that time. And the only problem when I was not going to the gym is because I was not feeling like going to the gym some days. I was like feeling lazy. I went from the school and like it was a bad day and nobody really talked to me, and I was bullied by my classmates, and I don't really like going to the gym and everything. I was like feeling very lazy, and I ate junk food today and I feel like playing video games today, so I just skipped the gym today. And some days it's a leg day, so that's a very hard day for me. For you, like if you're feeling the same kind of things, if you're feeling the same emotions, I want to give you a simple rule to don't quit going to the gym. Just take one step at a time. If this is a leg day and if you don't feeling like going to the gym, you don't have to go straight away and just squat 100 kilograms. You have to go there and warm up and stretch and build up to that weight, and then you have to squat 100 kg, right? So why don't you take one step at a time? Like right now, you just have to put on your shoes and like put on your headphones and just walk to the gym, and then you have to like only stretch on that machine. You don't have to think about going up to like 100 kilograms right now. You just have to stretch right now, and by the time you went to actually the squat rack, you actually wanted to do that stuff because you have built up that energy that is needed to lift 100 kilograms. So take one step at a time and just don't listen to your emotions at all. And if you're feeling like it's gonna take more time, it's gonna take years of my life and everything, I just wanted to think of right now that time is gonna pass away anyway. It is just gonna take a few years of your life and time is gonna pass away. And when you build up that momentum and consistency on this journey, you're gonna feel excited to go to the gym. You're gonna learn so many things about training. You're gonna learn so many things about diet, because then you will start seeing the results also. So if you're not consistent on this journey right now, just become consistent, because you're doing this for yourself and your future self, and your future self will get rewarded for the actions that you're doing right now. So this is all in this video. I hope you liked it. Click on the top link in the description and subscribe to this channel. Goodbye.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2 2 3 3, I'm on 10 again.